Revelation chapter 1 verse 1.
Read.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So Revelation 1 verse 1. Read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Jump to verse 14. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So this is the description of Jesus Christ according to the Bible, not according to what we've been given since the time of slavery. So now it says his head and his hairs were white like wool, meaning white in color but woolly in texture. But let me ask you, sir, what race of people on this earth today have woolly hair? Like cotton wool hair? When you look at all the race on earth, what race of people have hair similar to cotton wool? No, cotton wool, like texture, cotton wool, like cotton wool. Yeah, what race? Is it black people or white people or Chinese or Indian? Cotton wool. Look at this. Chinese hair is the same thing as white hair. It's flowing down. But look at our hair. Look at black people's hair. Look at my hair. Is this not like cotton wool? Like afro? Dada? So now this is the description of Jesus Christ, saying Jesus Christ has head white in color but woolly in texture. Read on.
As white as snow.
Verse 15.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
So he now look at the feet of Jesus Christ, said it was like fine brass. What color is brass? BRASS. Brass. Brass is like brown, like gold color, like this color. Read verse 15 again. So now John is describing the feet of Jesus Christ, right? Read. This is Revelation 1 verse 14 now. 14 and 15. So we read 14. Sir, we read 14. Sir, we read 14 that says he has hair white and woolly. And woolly is an afro texture there. So now we're in verse 15 showing the color of his skin. Understand, sir?
I'm asking something. How do you take that Jesus Christ was black?
That's what we are reading. That's what we are reading.
Have we seen verse 1?
Read verse 1. Listen to verse 1 again. Listen to verse 1 again. There's something we read it.
For me to be confused,
So this is a record that was written. This was written, sir. You said before you were born, but we are reading the Bible, not what we heard. We are reading what is written down by someone that saw him already. Someone that was with him. This is John. This is John. This is John. John wrote this thing down. So we are reading Revelation 1 verse 1 now. This is the Revelation 1 verse 1. Listen, read that verse 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which shall shortly come to pass.
So this thing was revealed to John to show unto the servants of God things that will shortly come to pass. And one of the things that came to pass was what? The deception that the image will be changed. Read on. I'm not talking about a bunch of hair. I'm talking about a small patch of hair on the floor. The same size as the cotton wool. The same size. If you add them together, what's the difference? Besides the color. Beside the, cotton wool is white, but black hair is black. So when you add them beside each other from afar, if they are the same color, will you be able to tell the difference? They look alike. That's what we are trying to tell. That's what we are trying to describe to you. Read on.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So now, sir, he says that brass, we'll show you brass, you said black and brown, right? When you now burn that black and brown in fire, what color will it turn to, sir? Black and brown, the color olumadi. Never do anything, knocking the color olumadi. Like this is like brass. When you put fire now, lighter on this thing, what color will it turn to? And that's what John is describing. He's writing this down he's writing it down as a metaphor. Because imagine if he had written it down like, okay, Jesus Christ is black. What do you think the Europeans would have done to the Bible? They would have burnt everything. So this thing had to be written down like codedly, so that in the last day it will be revealed. That's why in verse 1 it says the revelation. So we are revealing what has been written down thousands of years ago now.
Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 verse 1.
So this is Solomon Adefekayo, Adeka Jesu, Afeka Solomon, forefather, and Baba Jesu, the same lineage, I read.
The Song of Songs, which is Solomon.
So Solomon wrote this, jump to verse 5.
Verse 5. I am black, but comely.
I am black, but fine. Fine. Shall I do the color man? So black and beautiful. When Solomon said, I am black but comely.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem. Verse 6. Look not upon me, because I am black.
You repeated it. Why?
Because the sun hath looked upon me.
So let me read some of those curses to show you that we are the real children of Israel. And the reason we continue to suffer is because we continue to disobey God. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
When you read Deuteronomy 28, from verse 1 to 14, are the blessings that God said will happen to the Israelites if they kept the law. That happened during the time of Solomon and King David. All nations bowed down to Israel. All nations paid taxes to Israel. They were at the top then. But after Solomon, we fell down and the kingdom split into two. Read on. So now from verse 15 to 68 are the curses. So we are going to read some of those curses to see who it pertains to. If it is us or the Europeans, the people in Israel right now calling themselves Israeli.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So one of the curses that will be scattered among every other people, from one end of the earth even to the other, will no longer be in Jerusalem, but will be scattered all over the world. Read.
And they shall serve other gods.
And we shall be serving other gods in those places. We were scattered through slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, the trans-Saharan slave trade, when the Arabs took us in slavery, when the Europeans took us in slavery. Those are the way we were scattered. And when we got to those different locations, we were forced to worship their gods. So our people that are in China today, they are worshiping what? Is it Buddha? Our people that are in maybe Saudi Arabia, they worship, they're under Islam. You understand? So that's what happened. This is the fulfillment of those curses that will be scattered all over the world and will be worshiping other gods. We are in Nigeria today. We are worshiping what? We call ourselves Christians. We go to church on Sunday when God said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. I'll show you that to read.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Do you think Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob know about Christianity and Islam? But they knew about the laws. So the same laws from the beginning is still the same laws today. But those are the same laws we are being told today that, oh, don't keep it no more. Just believe in Jesus Christ. You can do whatever you want as long as you believe. Does that even make sense? So if there's a judgment, how will God differentiate between those he wants to punish and those that will make it into the kingdom? There has to be something. It has to, okay, you did this, okay, go this way. Oh, you did that, okay, go this way. And that is the law. So keeping the law gives us what? The kingdom. Not keeping the laws, destruction.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong